On today's show, we're joined again by Chris from Amscan, and he is showing us how to take this AirLoonz champagne bottle and make it something spectacular. Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. And as you can see, we are joined by the very average Chris.
That's better.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're more than average, you're extraordinary.
Oh, okay.
Unbelievable.
It was
the guru
reading
of
the book in the
balloon
lunch break.
industry. I need a thesaurus.
Yes, you do.
You know, I had a girlfriend once, right?
Did you?
Yeah.
How nice. Look at you.
And then she used to call it a Roget's thesaurus.
Yeah.
Which I thought was quite amusing. Anyway, that was a long time ago. Sorry, girlfriend, you know who you are. And anyway, Chris Horne from Amscan
It's me.
is here. How are you?
I'm all right.
Your back's better?
My back's better, yes. Thank
Chris
you
has
very
had a
much.
sore back. And I've had a sore back today as well. So,
But yeah, it seems much better. Thank you very much.
maybe we just need to do some exercises. We need to do
It's
something like this. I don't know. What do you reckon? Yeah, there you go.
all right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Oh, it feels good. Anyway, right.
Should we do some balloons?
No, yes, do some balloons.
Okay.
Yeah. I just stand here. You're the one doing them.
Okay,
what are we doing?
I want to use an AirLoonz and just dress it up a bit. I think AirLoonz are fantastic because it's just two inflation points, boom, big thing, straight away, marvellous.
Adds impact very easily.
It does indeed,
Yeah.
but you know, sometimes they need a little bit of extra, and if you give them a bit extra, then you can charge a bit extra, and they add a bit more oomph. So something for any kind of celebration you care to mention is this one.
The biggest bottle of champagne you have ever seen. Look at the size of that.
It's good, isn't it? So yeah, really, really nice, and it works just on its own, on the base. But let's try and do something else with it.
I'll show the base.
Show the base.
There's the base.
Yeah. Now there's a thing here. Let me point this out, because we do get asked about this quite a lot. There's this one division between the two here is very loose.
Yeah.
And this one is not. Why are they different? Because you need to put the base on the AirLoonz in a very specific way. So the AirLoonz sits in this bit.
In the wide channel.
And not that bit. And then they will stand more firmly, because this can then support both sides of the AirLoonz. Whereas if you put it in that way. So it does make a big difference. And
is that all AirLoonz?
All of them are the same with that. And it's kind of, I mean, here's the packet, right? And there's an instruction sheet in the packet.
Yeah.
So I will confess, I do find it slightly annoying when you get asked questions about things when the answer is on the instruction sheet. So do read the instruction sheet. Same with airwalkers and everything else. However, I will admit that I'm a bit guilty of not reading the instructions myself, because we use these so
you're a
often.
man, aren't you? I mean, we don't need instructions.
Well, no. I'm sorry, but maybe I'm a bit unusual there. I always read the instructions.
Oh, do you?
Yes, because it saves time. A lot of time.
Okay.
I mean, how many times have you heard of people having to put a piece of IKEA furniture together twice or 3 times?
Oh, no, I always read the instructions there. You've got to read the instructions.
You've got to read them for
IKEA
everything.
furniture.
However,
I was joking. You do read instructions. Everybody read instructions.
No, it does make a
And
difference.
nothing against men, because
But
but
AirLoonz are all the same, effectively. Well, you think they are. So once you know how to do it, you don't need to read the instructions anymore, do you?
That's
so then
true.
Jacob picked up on this one earlier. He said, "Oh, why are there so many tabs on the end? Because usually you've got your inflation point and 2 tabs."
Chris, why are there so many tabs on the base of this?
Well, I had to read the instructions to find out.
Did you?
Yes. Normally,
so clearly you hadn't been reading the instructions.
not for this one. You tie your piece of elastic between the 2 tabs, put it around the thing, Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
This one gives you the option to put your champagne bottle straight up, where you use the 2 outer tabs, or at an angle, where you use an outer tab and one of the inner ones.
Oh.
Isn't that good?
That is very interesting.
Didn't realise that.
Very
Says so on the instructions, though.
That could be a question on QI, that could.
It could, couldn't it? We could. Right, anyway, so yes, let's do it then. So here's your piece of elastic, and I'll put it at an angle, so we'll tie it between this one.
Have you done one of them at an angle with the elastic? Yeah.
No. First time.
So this could go horribly wrong.
It could go horrendously
just stand
wrong.
perfectly straight.
Yeah. We go, oh, that's not working then. No, we'll see. I mean, logically, it should work, shouldn't it? We've got off-centered tabs. So we'll see. So we're going to use this outer tab on this side, and we're going to use the inner tab on that side, and we're going to stretch it over the loose part of the base.
It's all about physics, isn't it?
It is all about physics and angles and all that kind of business.
Do you know what
I don't think it's going to be a pronounced angle.
Okay. Do you know what I got?
What
My A level for physics. Have a guess. You'll never guess.
A?
No, go the other way.
Oh.
Wasn't it? No, they don't go that low.
No, they didn't go that low. Oh dear, you didn't.
Actually, it does go that low and lower.
Oh,
I got a U.
A U, unclassified.
Unclassified. That's
I remember
how bad
those.
I was at physics, and I got the same in maths. I did rubbish in my A levels.
No, I got an A in my physics.
Did you really?
I did.
So you know how stuff works.
Yes, I got physics, chemistry, biology, A levels. Don't do anything with any of them anymore. Did you go to
uni?
I went to college,
okay,
which was different in those days. But yeah, I didn't go fully to uni. But no, I got all my A levels and things. But then I went off and didn't use any of them and went and did something artistic instead.
Why was it different back then? Did you use slates and chalk?
Yeah. Absolutely, we did. Right, so there we go. Look, it's not much of an angle, but it's not vertical. So
sorry for the abuse.
That's okay.
I mean, you took it very well.
It's fine. It was a long time ago, Greg.
I know it was.
A very, very long time ago, and I don't care anymore. So, done that. Now I want to just attach. I just want to attach a garland to the top of it. So I need an attachment point.
Okay.
There's not one on the top of here, but these are big enough and strong enough for you to just get hold of the top of the thing, grab it,
properly abuse it.
Really do that, and tie a 260 on there, which will then give us something to attach to, like that. Okay. There we go.
Nice.
So it's distorted the top of it somewhat, but that won't matter because we're going to cover that up. 2 colours of latex. I've got well, this is obvious, isn't it? Semtex Champagne. We had to use that one, but I like it anyway. And then the other one is the satin pearl, which I think is absolutely smashing. We don't use it as much as we should. The white was too white, and the clear didn't look right either. But the pearl is just right because it's just translucent enough to mix in.
A lot of people do champagne bottles with clear balloons.
They do.
But
yeah.
I guess this is a different sort of
slightly
idea.
Different and a little bit classier maybe.
I would say so.
And I'm just making a garland. So I've got the organic effect, slightly different sizes, 8 in a cluster.
So 8 in a cluster, different sizes.
Yeah, twist them all together.
Random way.
And then just string them together on the 260. And don't worry about where they sit or how they sit, because we're after that fairly random bubble effect.
Yeah.
I'll keep a couple back.
So is that 1/260 for that?
1/260's gone all the way down.
Wow.
Yeah. Pull it nice and tight, and then it will do that. And you can easily get all of them on there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to attach it on the top of here, like so.
To hold it.
Thank you. I just needed to get hold of that. That's all I needed. I'll leave those 2 ends for the moment. So I want to see where that comes to. Okay. I will. Yeah, that's good. So then I put it up on the top there.
Watch the camera.
Yes, watch the camera. Mind the camera.
Whoa.
Whoa. And I just want to attach this into the base there. There goes my hand pump. Doesn't matter. That's fine. So I'm going to attach 260 onto the inflation tab that's down here somewhere, and then just pull that into there. Maybe one more of these. We don't want to add too many, but of course also didn't want to cut it off again.
Then you could, of course, just make that garland go out from the bottle as if it's spraying everywhere and attach it to a wall.
Absolutely. I'm thinking this one will be like a freestanding design, so I want it all attached together. But yes, you could 100% take it so that it sprays out sideways. We're going to take it down there like that, and then I'll add this last one on the top here just to make sure that there's plenty of bubbles at the top. And then the last thing to do is to give it a little bit of ballast. So that
It's huge.
just tucks in there.
Enormous.
It is enormous. It's filled a massive amount of space and created enormous amount of impact for very little effort.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's one of the reasons I like AirLoonz so much.
That's really quick.
On their own, yes, they're great, but they're kind of a little bit boring perhaps.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
once you add stuff to it,
They're not boring.
well, not boring, but
This
they're
is
not.
more interesting.
Yeah, they're very. I don't know, but when you add stuff to it to make it, give it that extra. I mean, it's almost as tall as me. So, quick, easy, and effective. And looking at this, then you can look at all the other AirLoonz that are available and say, oh, I could do that with this and that with that.
And they're not going to do that in your average card retailer, are they?
No, they're not.
Your high street card retailer. They're not going to give you something as effective as that.
So there we are. That's it.
Chris,
it was that simple
is
and that
wonderful.
quick.
That's great. Love
Thank
it.
you very much.
Love it.
There you go.
Anyway, as a guest on BMTV, you get to ask everybody out there the question of the week. So
Yeah.
what is this week's question of
Well,
the week?
this week's question is all you already asked it. I
You aren't
think.
supposed to tell people that I came up with it. You're supposed to come up with
No,
it.
no. You were chatting earlier. You said about this being the biggest champagne bottle you've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
And what I want to know is, what is the biggest champagne bottle?
Take it back. It wasn't me that gave him that idea at all. At all. You know what the biggest champagne bottle is that I've actually served?
No, go on. What's that?
A Methuselah.
So that could be the answer, but probably isn't.
But it's not. No, because that was only about that big. How many? It's 8 bottles, I think.
Well, I believe the biggest one is 12 bottles.
I think you'll find it's 15.
15 bottles. There you go.
15
So what is the
bottles.
name of the biggest bottle of champagne?
Is it 15 bottles or
that you
15
can
litres?
purge?
Might be
15 litres,
Which
probably.
is a lot more bottles.
There you go.
Anyway,
What is it?
leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. No Googling. Chris, thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please do and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, all of that. Oh, check us out on Instagram and TikTok. I've been forgetting to say that. And I look forward to seeing you all. Be happy, be positive. Look forward to seeing you all again next week. What a messy ending. Bye.
Bye.